Welcome to this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. Well, first off, I hope all of you had a great Labor Day weekend. I know we did here as well. A lot of people moving in and out of the store, going out and enjoying the nice weather. And honestly, it's probably one of the nicest Labor Day weekends that I can recall. And, I wish the fish bite would have cooperated along with the nice weather, because it seemed like, despite the nicer weather, the walleye bite was kind of inconsistent, to say the least. If you were patient, your patience was paid off. But for overall, the bite was on and off again, depending on the day. The lakes that produce walleyes up in the northeastern part of the state included Bitter. And honestly, the quality of fish being caught up at Bitter now has improved a little bit, and the bite still remains consistent. Other lakes up in the northeast included Waubay, North Rush, Indian Springs, a few nicer walleyes being caught up there. Also Big Stone, Hazelton, Opitz, Reed, as well as Drywood, a few being caught there. Down the southeastern part of the state, the lakes included Dry Lake by Willow Lake, a few being caught there. Again, depending on the day, some days were good, some days were absolutely terrible. Other lakes included Thompson, Whitewood, Ponson, a few still being caught at Henry, as well as 81 Ponds, Sinai, Madison, North Island, and then also Brant, and again, Twin Lakes. And remember, Twin Lakes, it's a trophy lake where you can only keep one walleye, and it has to be over 28 inches in length. The Missouri River continues to do fairly well. I would say Wahi North has been the best. Then you get Chamberlain South. Again, that bite has been inconsistent, but getting a little bit better as the water temperatures start to cool. Now, how have people been catching the walleyes? A lot of people have made the transition now to snap jigging, and more people are doing that. And now is the time of the year that snap jigging becomes more and more useful. You're covering a lot more water. And a lot of people have been using, the Rapids jigging wraps have been working well. The Acme Hyper Rattles, the Moonshine Shiver Minnows, all great ideas and great lures to use this time of year. So again, if you don't know how to snap jig, make sure you stop by the store. We have the equipment for you, and we can also help you figure out how to do it. Other presentations people have been using, trolling with crankbaits, the Hornets. We'll talk about that in Todd's Tackle Tips. Flicker Shad's also an option that people have been using. Also, bottom bouncing with Slow Death. It continues to do well, covering a lot of water and looking for those aggressive fish. And then also jigs with swim baits. And now it seems like the larger swim baits are starting to turn on a little bit more as well. Now, as far as the panfish bite is concerned around the area, the perch bite, again, Big Stone seems to be the main location that people are heading to, and rightfully so. A lot of perch being caught up there. But again, 7 to 10 inches seems to be the main length that people are catching right now. Other lakes included Waubay, Indian Springs, Dry Lake by Clark, as well as Dry Lake by Willow Lake. Also Whitewood, Thompson, a few being caught at Ponson, and then also North Island. And then as far as the bluegill bite is concerned, Big Stone, Enemy Swim, Buffalo, Madison, also Henry down by Scotland, and then also Okoboji and Spirit Lake have been producing some really nice bluegill down there, as well as Pahoja. Now, what have people been doing to catch the panfish? Really nothing special, as we talked about in previous weeks, I should say. The Pilkies, the Haleys, any drop chain type of lure, and some people now are exchanging that single hook drop chain out with a treble hook and having a little bit better catch rate. So again, something to keep in mind. But all they're doing is tipping it with a waxworm or a maggot or a small piece of crawler. In this week's edition of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about two different topics in each of their own seasons, and you'll know what I mean here pretty quick. First one I want to talk about is Salmo, the Salmo Hornets. It's our #1 selling crankbait that we sell here at the store. It just outperforms and outsells a number of other different brands. But a lot of people have asked us why we have two different price points, and I want to qualify that and clarify. The reason is because of two different packages. This one here is the one that we currently have on sale for pretty much $1.50 off, even a little bit more in some locations, some different colorations. But again, this is the Hornet #5. This is one of our exclusive colors. This is Night Out. If you haven't seen this, a very popular color to say the least. The size 4s are on sale for $6. The size 5s are on sale for $7. And the reason why is because this is last year's packaging. And so what they've done is they've updated the packaging. And now this is this year's packaging. And so again, the prices are fairly, let's say, a little bit higher with the newer package than they are with the older package. So now is the time to stock up on the older package. The plug and the crankbait is exactly the same. This is the old packaging, new packaging. Better price, a little bit more expensive. So again, if you're thinking about buying a crankbait, specifically the Hornet, it's a great plug to have, especially at that price now, and where you can it will catch fish no matter where you're at, whether or not you're at the river or the lake. The Hornets are, again, a great plug to have in your toolbox. If you have any questions about that, make sure you stop on by here at the store and we can show you what we mean. The second topic is the Dakota Angler Ice Institute. If you know of someone that is looking to sell their product and put their product in front of thousands of people, make sure you tell them that Dakota Angler Ice Institute, November 8th through the 10th, is the place that you're going to want to be. It's a great place to get your product in front of all those people and to get some good feedback and also make some great sales. So again, we're looking for vendors. So if you know of someone or you yourself want to be a part of the Ice Institute family, all you need to do is reach out to Todd at dakotaangler.com or give us a call at 605-336-9132. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, all you have to do is put your photo into my hands. And the way you can do that is send it in to Todd at dakotaangler.com. And again, before we end this week's report, as I mentioned last week, we're in the process of updating our website, and we're going to be launching that real soon. So again, if you can't make it here to the store, you're going to want to check out our website at dakotaangler.com. We're going to make shopping a lot easier than what it has been. So again, your patience will be greatly appreciated, and your support is, as always, is appreciated as well. So again, here in the next week or so, we'll be launching the new dakotaangler.com. And if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to give us a call at 605-336-9132. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week. And again, thanks for watching. Stay healthy and always stay safe.